Hello there. So it's been a while since I had a live stream, and I don't really like that fact. So why don't you take a walk with me? I'm just walking here in the Swedish forest. We got some afternoon sun, so it's fun to be out. And I don't know, just gets you in a good mood. Get out walking. Let your thoughts breathe. And enjoy some fresh air. And I find that just walking outside in nature, that seems to stimulate your senses. In a kind of passive way. You get to use your ears, your eyes, and your nose and whatnot. But there's nothing that's really aggressively calling your attention. And I like that. That seems to do wonders. So we'll see if you guys agree, or maybe you think that I'm just full of something. So yeah, and also, I've been really busy just creating a lot of content. Short videos or TikToks, whatever you want to call them, and courses and whatnot. And I find myself really kind of lacking the connection between you guys who actually who are supposed to consume the content. I barely know who you are, and that doesn't feel right. It's much more fun to be, uploading and producing someone you know. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see, message something. I don't know. Let's see. I think there's a easier way for me to see what you guys are saying. Cool. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Walking outside. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. So I don't really like to just produce content and barely have time to, interact with you guys. It doesn't feel right. So I'd like to change that. And the only problem is that, I upload to 4 different platforms, and you can't really stream simultaneously, at least not in a convenient way that I know, and still be in touch with you guys. I think there are platforms that allow you to stream to lots of places, but then you can't see the comments, so it doesn't really serve a purpose unless you're like broadcasting some football match or something. That's not what I want to do. Although, when things get fast on the guitar, it can feel like a sport, but it certainly isn't. Ooh, look at this. I found a sweet spot. That's a good place in the sun. I might just sit there. Who knows? Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the places I spotted moose early spring. So I had to turn around because Mama Moose was here with her kids, and I wasn't really sure whether she was gonna enjoy my presence or not. Although in hindsight, I think it was okay because the kids were pretty grown up, so I think they could have just run away if they had been frightened. Of course, I'm very frightening, so you never know. TikTok keeps as a new message, but I can't see any messages. Am I misunderstanding something? Can someone just type something, hello or something? See if I get that. Maybe TikToks have kicked things around here, I don't know. So yeah, I survived the moose. That's good. And now I'm in the search of a bit of inspiration here. I often go out to the forest when I need to get some new fresh thoughts and hopefully fresh ideas. Can take a little while for them to come though, but that's a good thing because you get to exercise and walk outside. Can't go wrong with that. But usually I walk these paths, and there are a lot of times I bump into animals like moose, reindeer, some kind of eagle. I think it might have been one of the, we have 2 big eagle types like Kungsörn and Havsörn. Might have been Havsörn. It was actually pretty big. That's fun. Let's see. It says 4 messages, but I just don't see any messages. So I think I'm being retarded here or something. No idea. Retardation levels are high. There's this funny quote, I think I saw it on the internet. It's like, democracy is for the people, by the people, and with the people or something. And I was like, but the people are retarded. Oh, that's how I feel when using TikTok. I feel retarded. But you need a bit of a challenge when you're a boomer. Understand a new social app. It can be a challenge. Was it by the people, for the people, of the people or something? But the people are retarded. Oh, poor retarded people. Well, we don't want to be retarded, right? So just keep on walking. But yeah, do you have anything you like to do just outside? That's easy, just go out for 30 minutes, back home. Of course, I'm very fortunate to live close to the forest here, and in general, Sweden isn't that densely populated. But if you're unlucky, or however you want to see it, you live in the city center, and well, even then it's kind of nice. You have lots of nature, but you have more people. The good thing when I walk in these forests is I rarely meet anybody, and I guess some would consider that creepy or something, but I view that as a feature, actually, because that allows my thoughts to wander more freely. Oh, cool. Now I can see a comment. It's by Yuli Yu. One question, please. Why do I make such noise while tapping, even while improving? You mean while improvising or while improving? Well, tapping is a little bit tricky, because tapping actually involves generating sound from both your left and your right hand. And when you play with a lot of distortion, you usually use your right hand to mute the strings, right? You need some muting help, otherwise you will get lots of strings ringing. So when you're tapping, you don't have the convenience of being able to mute with your right hand, because your right hand is busy tapping. And that's why it's actually pretty common to get noise problems with tapping. And that is why some people like to use string dampeners when tapping. I'm not a big fan of that at all, actually. So I try to practice muting with the tapping hand. So you can do it, with the back of your palm while you tap with your finger. So that might be the issue you're experiencing. The reason I don't like playing with a string dampener, it has nothing to do with like prestige or anything like that. It's just that the string dampener doesn't allow you to play the open strings if you have it on all the time. And then you have to kind of take the string dampener on and off while playing. And I think that really sucks if you want to be able to improvise. Because when I jam and improvise, I rarely foresee what I'm going to play, more than a few notes in advance. So I can't, bring up a string dampener every time I want to tap or something. So yeah, better learn it without it. That's my philosophy. Cool, getting better. That's awesome. Well, if you're getting better, then just keep at it. It's a struggle getting good at guitar, but the good thing is that it's a really enjoyable struggle. And if it isn't, you might reconsider how you're playing, because not only is it silly to not have fun when practicing, but it's actually not at all as effective if you're practicing stuff that's boring. That's why I've always advocated for, use like musical and fun exercises. I don't see any purpose in torturing yourself with anything that you think is boring on the guitar. It'll show. Even if you master that thing, it won't be like a top performance if you didn't enjoy playing and learning it. So, if you guys want to learn your favorite songs, that's a really cool way to practice and get your chops going. I actually did a course just for that. It's called the riff class. And that's my favorite riffs, just to get your fingers moving, so you're not doing these, chromatic exercises, which really kills your inspiration. Ooh, we got Sondrini here. Hey, what's up, my man? Long time no see. Told you, need to do these once in a while. Ever tried learning any other instruments? I did try to learn a little bit of piano. That didn't work out too well, but I do use, really I use a synthesizer when recording sometimes, but I'm not good at it. But sometimes you don't have to be very good just to lay like a quick overdub or a melody or something like that. So I guess that would count, though I'm crap at it. And then, of course, I play bass whenever I record something, but I've never tried to learn it. I just play guitar on it, but it still works for recording purposes. But I guess the only thing I've tried a little bit more seriously would be vocals. But I can't say I'm that successful. I have some songs that I like the sound of. I like them. At least I like them, but I don't think my vocals could be classified as something that's controlled and nice sounding. But sometimes vocals is not about sounding good. It's about offering character, I think. And that I can do even though I'm a crappy singer. So the answer is yeah, I've tried, but I failed. And that's okay, I think, because my attempts were enjoyable. Again, I never did anything I didn't really like. I don't think that's a good idea. Unless, of course, it's work and you need the money, then it's a different story. But learning guitar shouldn't be that. Miss ya! Oh man, miss you too. Good seeing you again. Without you guys following me, being here on TikTok wouldn't be fun at all. So I really feel bad for not doing these more often. And I'm hoping that if I start doing these, in like all everyday life situations, doesn't have to be when I'm hooked up and have a good sound going and I feel that my technique is good. And I'm gonna find new opportunities to live stream, I think, both on TikTok and the other platforms, and that's pretty cool. I think that can be fun for all of us. Hopefully. Cool. And I get to walk. This weather is actually just getting better and better. That's awesome. Swedish summer can be a little bit unpredictable. Somehow we've gotten used to these crazy climate change summers here. So all of a sudden Swedish people don't need to travel to Greece and Spain during summer. That's pretty crazy. It's like, oh, we can stay here. It's warm because the planet is burning up. But last summer was actually crap. I mean, rainy and stuff like that. So now we're kind of hoping for a warm summer. We'll see if that's going to happen. Do you have any Scandinavian people watching? You're going to be home this summer? You're going to go abroad, find some beaches? It's raining. You're in Norway. Okay. So you have rain. Then I'm better off then. I wonder if you have higher, rain percentage than we do here in Sweden. Like the UK, where it rains all the time. I figure since you have such a big ocean, and plus you have the UK pretty close to you, so maybe there's a spillover of bad weather. I don't know. No, bad weather is never fun. Well, of course, I do like bad weather if we're speaking about winter, because winter to me is all about sitting inside and working, practicing, recording. But that has to do with expectations. I don't have any high expectations on winter. I'm not a huge fan of winter sports either. So winter for me is really playing and practice time. But it's different for spring, especially summer, where you do have expectations. And you get kind of pissed when your weather expectations aren't met. I don't know. Just this is like a rich country problem, of course. But yeah, whatever. You do have a lot of rain. Yeah, I can imagine. Though I don't know. I wouldn't mind living in Norway. Actually, I'm a big fan of Norway. Norway is almost like a better Sweden. Not quite, but almost. Because you have you have all the fantastic landscape we have, and you have the fjords, but you don't really have the flat landscape which we have in the southern part of Sweden. So I guess, but that's not really the coolest landscape either. The coolest landscape, definitely the mountains and the fjords, and you have that. And then of course you found way more oil than we have, which could be a reason to be pissed off as well. But I guess you realize you couldn't use that money anyway. So I think you should spend it on Ukraine now or something. Do something good with it. I don't know, Sandrini, are you in charge of things in Norway? Can you affect how you spend your oil money? I'm guessing the answer is no, but you never know. Cool, so I found another sweet spot. To me, sometimes when I have a bit more time on my hands, I just bring some coffee and sandwiches and I take a longer walk. And I don't know, I think it's an age thing. Basically, I'm a boomer now, but I can just find a sweet spot like this one and just drink coffee, and it's like perfect. You know, that's a really nice way to spend your time, I think, out in the forest, just finding a sweet spot and just taking a break. But I think if you're under 15, but you might have some influential parents, you never know. Maybe they're Norwegian politicians. just kidding with you. So yeah, that's, if you haven't tried that, just bring a bit of, in Swedish we say matsäck. I don't know what the word is in Norwegian. Just bring a bit of coffee or like warm chocolate or something and a sandwich, and find a sweet spot in the forest. Trust me, you won't regret it. It's a lot of fun. It's good for your soul, I think. It might be that you're a bit stressed in the beginning and you want to grab your favorite social media app and scroll the hell out of it. But if you can refrain from doing that and just take a 15-30 minute pause, and you're going to start to feel that, yeah, you know, your scrolling thumb is really itching for some action. But also, there's another part of your brain that starts slowly getting activated, and it's subtle, but it's still there. Basically, your brain wants to get a bit more of the nature. Oh, you brought a drum set for 40,000 Norwegian crowns. That wasn't spent with oil money, was it? I think I remember you speaking about that drum set. So have you played it a lot? Oops. There we go. Yeah, that sounds like a cool drum kit, Sandrini. I bet you can play some nice beats on it. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, just go outside, find a sweet spot. You won't regret it. It's like soul healing. It's just really awesome. And you can also contemplate about the sun and think about it. If it were just a little bit closer or a little bit further away, not only would you not exist, but you certainly wouldn't have that sweet moment in the sun where the temperature is just perfect. So yeah, those are important things. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go up and walk a little bit and see what we find here. E-I-E-I-O. I don't know why I felt like singing Old MacDonald Had a Farm. That's probably because I'm a boomer. I bet Gen Z never walks in the forest and humming on the Old MacDonald tune. Must be a generation thing. Cool, Sandrini sharing the stream. Thanks, man. Cool, yeah. So you do trail biking? Like, well, it used to be called mountain bike, but I think nowadays bikes don't have called something else. I actually have a fat bike, and it's really fun to bike on these trails. Very cool. made me think I usually go on some different trails. I don't know why, but these should be perfect. I mean, just look at this. This is like perfect biking trails. Oh, you walk with your dog. That's fun as well. Dogs instinctively know how to behave in nature. They love it. It's we humans that got stuck with our mobile phones. With our smartphones is the word. Damn it. Boomer mistake again. Oh, I think I actually have a meeting here in the forest. I'm going to be a little bit quiet. We typically don't meet anybody here. You'll just see me walk. Doesn't happen too often, but it's actually someone biking with a dog. Hey! So there you go. Just as I was saying, never meet anybody here. It does happen once in a while. I guess they also found their way out thanks to the good weather. Yeah, we don't have, or we actually have two bunnies, two rabbits. But if I took them out for a walk, I would never see them again, so they get to stay home. There's been a little bit of speak at home about getting a dog, but I don't know. That would immediately fall on me to take care of that dog, and I don't know. I'm not really ready to walk a dog every day. I like being able to be super spontaneous. So sometimes I just don't want to go out. It's not that I don't desperately need to be taking out exercising. I do a lot of active stuff. So if one day I want to sit home and just record, I want to be able to do that. And if you have a dog, you can't really do that. Oh, you mean with a dog? Yeah. I can imagine. Extra expenses. Plus buying the actual dog, depending on what you want, can be pretty expensive as well. So lots of reasons right now not to get a dog. But I'm happy you have one, Sandrini. I'm sure your dog loves the walks you're taking. Who wouldn't take a walk with Sandrini? That's what I'm doing now, and I'm really enjoying it. And I'm not even a dog. Cool. So I wonder if I can repost the whole session. That's something I never really liked with TikTok. They force you to start editing the videos, but I just wanna leave the live stream up in case, someone missed it or they want to check it again or whatever reason. I don't see any reasons to, delete them. No other platform forces you to do that. And unless it's like they want to save some server space or something. I don't know. Doesn't make sense though. Ooh, I can see the dog in your profile. Yeah, you're right. That's the dog. So cute. And that's what's it called? Collie something in Swedish? What's the breed called? That's the Lassie dog. That's your famous series from when I was young. There was a dog who went around saving people. I think it's the same breed. Cool, guys. So I think I'm actually gonna end the stream now, and then I'm gonna go up for a little hill here, and I'll see if I can repost the stream. Hopefully I can do it. That would simplify things. And Sandrini, thanks so much for tuning in, man. Good to see you again. I hope we'll see each other in many more of these live streams. And in case you missed it, I've done a whole bunch of them on my YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. So if you click, I have one link in the profile which leads to page with all my stuff, and you can find the links there if you want to follow me there, so we can catch each other more frequently. That would be fun. But have a good one, and be sure to pat your dog from me. He or she looks like a really nice dog. Have a good one. See ya. Cheers.